Hello, everyone. My name is Dawson Blank, and I'm the Executive Director at the Minnesota Youth Athletic Services. Spring is here, and with that comes another youth baseball season. We are proud to hold the 21st Annual Gopher State Baseball League, where we have nearly 500 teams participating in that league this year, a traveling baseball league made up of over 70 associations that are represented. It's near and dear to my heart because I was a part of the youth baseball programming for 15 years at the MYS prior to me shifting into different roles within the organization, and the Gopher State brand and everything that it means, I am very proud of. So with me today is Mark Argis. Mark is the founder of Youth First, and he is a strategic partner of the Minnesota Youth Athletic Services. We have been working together for the last few years, and we actually met probably about 18 years ago when he was involved in the youth baseball programming at Owatonna. So Mark, welcome.
Good to see you this morning, Dawson.
Good to see you.
Baseball's here. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is exciting.
Yeah, I know. It is exciting. Even though the temperatures are a little chilly, it's going to get warmer. So I'm banking on it getting warmer. Yeah, we're excited to be partnered again this year. I think what we want to talk about today is, welcoming everybody to the 2021 season, which is really exciting. And just a reminder that, we're still promoting what we call a conduct first environment within the league. We've expanded a little bit of that. We've done it in the past in a lot of tournament events, but we're certainly making that emphasis league-wide now with Gopher State Baseball. And there's 3 points of emphasis that are part of that. It's remember, it's about the kids, keeping your competitive energies in check, and always respecting officials and opponents. And I always say to parents and coaches, without officials and opponents, we can't have games, right? So those partnerships are very, very important. And the biggest reason for doing all three of those things, of course, is to set the right example for all of the kids that are playing the game. And so we put an emphasis on positive conduct and good sportsmanship. MYS is a great partner in promoting those messages. And then I think you're going to talk a little bit about how the coaches can report that. We'll track all those results over the course of the season. At the end of the season, hopefully be able to celebrate the teams, which are players, coaches, parents, and fans in the stands, that meet the Youth First criteria.
Yep, and I think the thing that we added last year that Mark had added to that conduct environment is the COVID-19 compliance, and we really want to emphasize that as well. Late last week, the MYS Gopher State, Metro Baseball, and Minnesota Softball released the guidelines, the Return to Diamond guidelines, that we want everybody to adhere to, and ultimately that's creating a safe, positive, and productive experience for the athletes and everybody involved. We also understand and know that our partners at the Minnesota Department of Health, it may be a fluid situation and it may be changing. So we all are, like we've done a lot over the past year, need to pivot and adapt. If there's additional information that is going to be provided, we are going to disseminate that out to everyone to make sure that they have all the appropriate guidelines and recommendations for COVID-19 safety protocols. So everybody, again, is providing a safe and healthy environment for all involved. So with that being said, the one thing that we want to remind everybody, especially the coaches, is that when they go into report their score and they go into the MYS portal and they provide the score of the game, and we want both teams to do this, there is some additional stuff that we are asking that they all do. There's two questions that are being asked. Did the opposing team create a conduct first environment by displaying positive conduct and good sportsmanship during this game, which is what Mark had talked about, those 3 points of emphasis that we always need to keep in mind as we go into a competition setting. And then the other question is, which is the other component that we've added into the conduct first environment, is did the opposing team display a compliance of the safe play back to the diamond guidelines during this game? So We ask that each team does this after every game as part of your process of reporting the scores. And this is also a place that you can put notes that will be directed back to the MYS baseball staff. And if they need to address it, they will, along with what your opponents pitched, the pitching number for each player, and how many pitches they threw during the game. So it's more of an honor system. So that's the spot that we are asking the coaches to do their part in alerting people, hey, the ones that are doing it the right way, as part of being a conduct first environment. And at the end of the season, as Mark said, again, this is a fluid situation as well, but we hope to provide the team awards and have something that we can get for them as far as an award or having a recognition night in some capacity.
And as you were talking, Dawson, one of the things that I thought would be neat, with all the, the news that's out in the world today, there's so much negative, right? And we believe that youth sports is a big positive, especially in trying to have, some normalcy return into the lives of our kids, right? And wouldn't it be cool in those notes sections if you guys were inundated with just really cool stories about the positives that happened on the diamond this summer in Gopher State Baseball. Just the stories, I know there's going to be tons of them. And this gives people a place to maybe talk about that. And yeah, sure, we want to know if there's an issue here and there. We certainly want to know that, but I'm going to encourage people not to also not think about the positives and to really focus on sharing that with everybody. It'd be really cool because we both believe it's a great thing. So
that is a wonderful point, because a lot of times within the notes section, people think that it's only for something that is negative that needs to be reported. And I will concur with what Mark said, that would be a great opportunity to be able to highlight the good things that are happening, because so many times everybody is focusing on the negative stuff within youth baseball or youth sports, and we need to highlight the good things. And you all that are participating see it each day in and day out, as you're working with your young athletes, or parents as you're seeing your young athletes develop. Or maybe there are situations that we never hear about an umpire that is passionate, that is doing a great job and creating a great experience for just the game in general. And we want to hear those things. So it is a wonderful spot to add that we can highlight those things. Hey, look what Joe from Blaine put as a note this week. And we can highlight those things throughout the season.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I know as we've done our team awards in the past, the emails that I get from coaches about the impact or parents that were at those recognitions, that's some of the coolest stuff to keep on your file, and realize how things are really being received. So yeah, I would encourage everybody to share it with us.
So the other thing to keep in mind for all the people that are a part of the Gopher State Baseball League, if you're a parent, spectator, if you're a coach, if you have any involvement within the league, on the homepage there is a banner that says Gopher State Baseball League, baseball is back. In the next portion, you'll see a couple things. There's a coach's corner that we've already shared with the coaches, letting them know that anything related to the season and what they need to know is found in there. Below it shows the presentation for what was previously the coaches meeting, the in-person coaches meeting. And that is literally 20 minutes out of your time, and it's got all the stuff related to, all pertinent information related to the baseball season within the league.
Well done. It's really well done.
Thank you. And then the final piece is the COVID-19 COVID Care Toolbox. This was successful within our youth basketball programming, and we want to make sure that all the associations that are part of Gopher State Baseball League and any association in the state of Minnesota knows that there are resources that they can go to. If they're a leader of an association, or if they're somebody coaching their team, or if they're deemed a COVID compliance manager within their association, we want to make sure that they know where they can be directed. We will continue to update this spot. Within the last 10 minutes, we had gotten something from the Minnesota Department of Health asking us to update something on this page. We don't know exactly how much of the guidelines will be updated, and they may be when they have true spring sports guidance. Based on what is available to us, we will continue to update, and we will alert everyone that's a part of the league and the Gopher State Baseball programming, so they are aware of what the guidelines are directly from the Minnesota Department of Health. The other thing to note is we did create a return to participation manual that is for Gopher State Baseball League Association leaders, and it allows them the opportunity to kind of have a streamlined process and everybody kind of reading from the same book when it has to do with positive case process, what you do if there are a positive case within the sport of baseball, what is deemed a close contact. And so it takes the guesswork out of it. And I know last summer there was a lot of that happening because it was all new to us. It is ever changing. So when in doubt, we will direct you to a state epidemiologist that the MYS has worked directly with, or you can email the sports email of the MDH to help them gain some further clarification. But again, this is another great resource for you that your association leaders can take advantage of, and you as the coach or the manager on the bench or dugout that is helping make sure people are in COVID compliance related to the athletes, making sure that, hey, space out, mask up when you're in close proximity with others. That needs to happen when you're in the bench dugout area for sure. If you have the ability at your field that you can extend that bench or dugout area, we really recommend that, because that would allow everybody to get their space needed to get their 6 feet of space. There's other things on that COVID Care Toolbox page that shows you a map of where spectators should be at for games, maybe the flow of an entrance and an exit at a tournament site if you have a complex that you're utilizing. So there's a lot of things that as we move forward that we will continue to update that page, and we will provide a lot of notifications out so everybody is aware of them.
Sounds like it's all a one-stop shop on your website.
One-stop shop.
Awesome. Well, I think we're both just really excited that 2021 is looking like a great opportunity for kids to play baseball through your program, and that's really what's so exciting about it, is getting kids back out on the field.
Yep, and we are excited to have everybody back, and we just encourage everybody to look through all the guidelines, make sure to read all the information related to the league, and when in doubt, email baseball@myas.org, and we will get information back to you in a timely manner, because all we sell is service. So thanks everybody for your participation, and we wish you nothing but the best as you begin this 2021 campaign.